Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Nurzaini Shahila binti Mahadi. My metric number is HFT10203. First, I want to talk about introduction to perception. Definition. Perception is process of organizations interpreting and giving meaning to the information gathered from our environment. That's important. Perception shape our understanding of reality and influence how we make decisions in both personal and professional contexts. Next, I want to talk about factors influencing perceptions. First, perceived characteristic. Individual differences such as past experience, motivations, attitudes, interests, and personality affect how we perceive situations. Second, target characteristic. The attribute of the objective being perceived, including its motivation, sound background, and proximity, impact our perception. Third, situational context. The context or environment in which we encounter an object or event also play a critical role in shaping our perception. I want to talk about perceptual distortions and shortcut. First, common shortcut. Selective perceptions focusing on certain aspect while ignoring other. Halo effect. Forming a general impression based on a single characteristic. Similar to me effect. Favoring individuals who are similar to oneself. First impression error. Judging based on initial impressions. Stereotype. Assuming all members of a group behave same way. Contrast effect. Comparing one situation to another similar past situations. Second, impact on organizations. These distortions can hinder productivity and decision making, leading to biased judgment and ineffective outcomes. Next, managing perception distortions. Strategies. First, awareness. Cultivated a high level of awareness about personal base. Second, information gathering. Seek to diverse source of information to get a comprehensive view. Third, empathy. Practice empathy to understand different perspectives. Next, correction. Actively work to rectify incorrect perceptions. Last, avoidance. Make a conscious effort to avoid common perceptual distortions. Besides that, I want to talk about link between perception and decision making. First, influence on decision. Perception directly affect decision making by influencing how we interpret information and the judgment we form. Next, objective decision making. By managing perceptual distortions, individuals and organizations can make more objective and effective decisions. Next, I want to talk about understanding learning and its role on organizations. First, definitions. Learning is a relatively permanent change in behavior due to experience. Second, theory of learning. Classical conditioning, learning thought associations. Operant conditioning, learning thought consequences, reward, and punishment. Social learning, learning thought observations and imitations. Lastly, for the conclusion, first, understanding and managing perception is critical for effective decision making in organizations. Second, being aware of perceptual distortions and employing strategy to mitigate them and can lead to more accurate judgment and better outcomes. First, perception and its process. Number one, attention and selections. The process begins with sensory input. We focus on some stimuli while ignoring other, influences by factors such as intensity, novelty, and personal relevance. Number 2. Organizations. Once information is selected, it is organized into a coherent pattern. This involves grouping similar items and using past experience to make sense of current informations. Number 3. Interpretations. We assign meaning to the organized information based on our cognitive framework, which include beliefs, attitudes, and expectations. Second, learning in organizations. Number 1. Classical conditioning. Learning thought association where a neutral stimulus becomes associated with a meaningful one, as in Pavlov's experience with dog. Number 2. Operant conditioning. Learning thought consequences where behavior are influenced by new reward and punishment. This is a powerful tool in shaping employees' behavior. Theory. Emphasize the role of observations and imitations. Employees learn by observing others and modeling their behavior. Third, application in the workplace. Number 1. Training and development. Understanding how employees perceive training materials can improve the effectiveness of training programs. Using a mix of learning theories can cater to the different learning styles. Number 2. Performance appraisal. Perceptions play a significant role in performance evaluations. Manager needs to be aware of this and ensure fair assessment. Number 3. Change management. Employees' perceptions of organizational change can affect their acceptance and adaptations. Effective communication and involvement can improve positive perceptions. Next, strategies to enhance learning and perceptions. First, continuous feedback. Providing regular feedback helps employees adjust their behavior and improve learning outcomes. Number 2, create a positive learning environment. An environment that encourages curiosity, experimentation, and open communication fosters better learning and positive perceptions. Number 3, diverse training method. Incorporating various training methods, visual, auditory, hand-on, can cater to different learning preferences. Next, cognitive and perceptual bias. First, confirmation bias, the tendency to search for, interpret, and remember information that confirm pre-existing belief. Number 2, self-serving bias, attributing success to internal factors and failures to external ones. Number 3, fundamental attributions error, overemphasizing personal characteristics and underestimating situational factors when explaining other behavior. For the last, importance of managing perception in organizations. First, improving communication. Ensuring clear and effective communication can reduce misunderstanding and improve collaborations. Number 2, enhance leadership effectiveness. Leaders who understand and manage their perceptions and those of their employees can create more cohesive and motivated teams. Number 3, fostering a positive organizational culture. And awareness of perceptual bias and protective management can contribute to a more inclusive and supportive work environment.